Man, so I've always known what I wanted Upper Tier to be, long format interview platform, sit down with real people, yada, all that stuff. But it was just an idea, something I flirted with where before I went to work, whilst I was at work, I'd fantasize about one day doing something like this, sitting down like a Louis Theroux and interviewing people, have my own podcast and all that stuff. It was just an idea that I flirted with. It was never anything real. So anyway, I think I got to the stage where I was so frustrated, that I was such a pussy. I wasn't taking any actions. That one day I'm listening to a podcast between Dan Coe and Sahil Boom. And if you don't know who those guys are, just go have a look. A lot of this stuff's pretty good. Anyway, during this podcast, there's a lot of gems in there, a lot of good nuggets. But something Sahil Bloom said really struck me, and it was the quality of his thoughts, his creativity, his communication, productivity, his outputs were directly correlated with the quality of his writing. We didn't have journaling when I was a kid. We had Dear Diary. And so you haven't figured out by now, I'm a bit of a knuckle dragger. So when I heard that, it was like, "Pfft, Dear Diary, fuck off." But the more I thought about it, and I was like, what's the harm, right? You know what I mean? Like I keep coming up just thinking about upper tier, but it's just an idea. I'm not doing jack shit about it. So what's the harm? I might as well just try writing and see where it goes. And so every morning before work, I would write for 10 minutes and nothing structured, just my thoughts, whatever. Um, and something happened. As the more I wrote, the more I committed to it, the more consistent I was, the more clarity I got, the more my ideas started firing. Next thing you know, I'm ordering a bloody camera. Then I'm ordering lights. And then I'm ordering a microphone. You know what I mean? Like lenses. Like it's just from writing about it, it was almost as if seeing my ideas in words like gave me that push I needed to take action. And so yeah, here I am now. And because I needed to because of what he said about the quality of his writing, I had no way to gauge how good my writing is or was, whatever. And so I ended up going, well, fuck it then. I signed up to Substack and I started posting a weekly blog, and I'm still doing it now. And then I would take the blog and I would share it with a few trusted friends and family. Not many, just people I knew would give me honest feedback, wouldn't bullshit me or cheerlead. He would tell me exactly where I was. And man, that was a bit of a scary prospect because I was like, fuck, this is the first time I've done anything like this. Are they gonna look at me, roll their eyes? Are they gonna mock me? But I was surprised at how well it was received, you know what I mean? And when they came back and they said, yeah, listen, I liked what you said here, wasn't a fan of this, but overall real good feedback. And man, that just boosted my confidence. So next thing you know, I'm taking action when it comes to filming talking in videos. I'm not It was almost as if everything was like what Sahil Bloom said was bang on. Everything is correlated to your writing. Um, I don't know if it's going to work for everyone, but it certainly worked for me. And so now writing is my base camp. Everything, whether it's building up a tier or my work life, my relationships, how I interact with friends and family. If I have an idea, if I'm trying to work something out, I write it down. I'll write down a look I'm trying to achieve with the lights and all that stuff. It literally is my base camp. And I'm gutted that I didn't swallow my pride and stop being an idiot. And I'm gutted I never started this earlier because in just 12 months, the amount, leaps and bounds that I've taken, that I've grown personally, um, even just taking action and building up a tier, just because of just I started writing. Man, imagine what you could do if I started doing this earlier. So, no, it is the most underrated and underutilized tool in anyone's arsenal. And it doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're building a business, building a brand, just everyday life. Try writing, man. Trust me. I don't um I don't normally say a lot of things with confidence when it comes to, because I don't give advice, I give opinions. But in my opinion, it is the most powerful tool that is free, that that you can access anytime, and it will pay dividends in the long run. Whatever it is you do. Start writing. And trust me, you will see improvements in any area of your life. like I said, whatever you're doing, just try writing, and you don't need a journal. Do it on your phone, man. Just I wanted to make this video for a while, but I didn't. I wanted to do it justice. It's such a it's such a boring topic to talk about, but it's such a powerful tool, and I'm trying to make it exciting, but I don't know how. You just got to give it a crack and have a look for yourself. You know what I mean? So I know it sounds boring, but boys, especially you lads out there, whatever age group you're in, whatever generation you're from, just give it a crack. Just commit to 30 days of jotting down your ideas and tell me your life hasn't changed. Okay, thanks.